YouTube. It's Mariah, also known as Broken Angel, on the page. Today's topic is going to be vegetarianism because many of you might not know this, but I'm a vegetarian. I've been a vegetarian for a little over a year now. And there are just some things that I think people should know before they start the journey because, like, when I started, I was very passionate about it, so I just dived right into it. But there were some things that I didn't really think fully through. I mean, I'm still a vegetarian right now, but there are some things that should have been helpful before I started the process. Um, there are different types of vegetarianism, and everybody's lifestyle is different. For me, I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat meat. I don't eat fish. I don't eat chicken. I don't eat beef. I don't eat goat. I don't eat any animals. But that can differ from vegetarian because there are some vegetarians that just strictly eat fish. You know what I mean? Don't eat beef or pork or poultry or anything like that. There's I don't eat eggs, but I'm not strict with it because what people don't realize is in the way we eat in our culture, a lot of things that we cook with, that we use to make things with, you can't make a lot of things without certain things. I hope that makes sense. But as far as eggs, I don't eat scrambled eggs, fried eggs. I don't eat boiled eggs. I don't eat eggs, but that doesn't mean I don't eat cake and anything made with eggs. It's not that extreme for me. Basically, my interpretation for it was anything that had a face or was going to have a face, because to me, eggs are just baby chickens and they would end up having faces. I just don't eat. But with that said, you have to have a really good protein supplement because after a while, when you stop eating meat and stuff like that, it can kind of mess with you because now you change your whole diet. It takes a minute for your body to get used to it, and then you also have to make sure you're still getting protein somehow. Um, I drink whey. I don't drink it as much as I used to. I drink it every now and then when I feel I need a protein boost. Um, eat peanut butter, nuts, beans. There are certain vegetables that if you look up have protein in them. If you eat a certain amount of vegetables, you can get your daily amount of protein. You just got to make sure you're staying on top of it because it's really necessary. It's extremely important that you make sure you have all the food groups and all the nutrition that you need while you're living that lifestyle. Um, some people have asked me, is it hard being a vegetarian? It differs because for me, I was never really a meat eater like that. I mean, I liked steak for the most part, but I never really liked chicken unless it was baked. I was really picky. I don't like pork. I would really eat pepperoni, but I didn't even really like pork bacon and stuff like that. Um, so it differs from person to person how people handle it. Um, Me personally, it wasn't extremely difficult because I barely ate meat to begin with. Um, the only thing that was difficult was realizing how much meat I actually ate. Like the first month or two I was doing it, and there was this barbecue or something, and I didn't realize I couldn't eat anything because when you go to barbecues, they have burgers, hot dogs, stuff like that, and they didn't have anything else. So you just got to make sure that you always have a backup plan when you go out to eat somewhere or you're going to someone's house or something. You always got to make sure you have something because so many people eat meat that it's not even common to not eat meat. So when you go to an establishment or a friend's house or a dinner or something like that, they possibly might not have anything for you. So you just got to make sure you're making on top of what you need. Um, I like sandwiches. I eat I call them TLCs, BLTs, but it's tomato, lettuce, and cheese. I personally think it's banging. I love it. Some people it's not their thing. I mean, hey, to each its own. But there's a lot of different things you could use to have a full meal. I have realized that since I've cut off the meat, I've ate a lot. I eat a lot of carbs now, like a lot more carbs than I used to, just to feel full. Um, that doesn't mean you can't get full with vegetables, because if you eat like a very hearty salad, like I'm weird and my salads can like contain some weird stuff sometimes. I like oats in my salad, applesauce. I'm weird, but if you eat like a big salad, a green leafy salad, and you drink a lot of water, you can get full. Okay, I don't care what anyone says. You eat a big bowl of salad and you get some water, you will not be hungry. Okay, you won't. I don't care what anyone says. People are like, oh, you can't get full off salad. Yes, you can. You can. It depends on how much salad you're eating, what's in your salad, and what else you've had that day. So that's crap. But you just really gotta look up. You really gotta do your research before you make a decision like that, because changing your diet is really important. Like it really does change your life. Even exercising. Like I've realized I've become healthier since I cut out the meat, because a lot of meat that we eat sits in our stomach and it's hard for our bodies to digest. So I've felt less weight in my stomach and stuff like that, if that makes sense. Like I've just felt more rejuvenated. Doesn't mean it'll be that way for everyone, but that's just my experience. Um, I've been I eat. I'm not gonna say I eat less, because I'm kind of a fatty on the inside. I really like to eat a lot. So I'm not even gonna say I eat less, but I guess my portions are smaller now, because my stomach is like I eat several times a day instead of like big meals, unless like I'm busy or something like that. But for the most part, I eat like several times a day, and it just keeps me okay. That way, I don't need to like overdo it with the food. Um, because I'll be like satisfied most of the day in my stomach. Um, Also, you really have to have a supportive family, especially if you're a minor, because like my mom does all the shopping. So when I told her about my decision, it was really up to her whether or not I could continue it or not. She, goes shopping, grocery shopping, and stuff like that. So if my family and my parents didn't like change, they had to end up changing what we buy to help suit my needs. So you really have to have a supportive family if you're not over 18, or if you live with someone or someone else does your grocery shopping. If you don't have any money to buy food, then you really have to take that into consideration if you're going to make a life change like this. Um Anything else? I mean, you get your jokes every now and then. My one friend's dad calls me the tofu eater. I've had tofu about a couple times. I mean, I liked it for the most part. Um, I mean, honestly, my mom is like my favorite cook in the world, and she uses seasonings in my household. So, unless the tofu was like seasoned to certain perfection, stuff just doesn't taste good to me in general. It doesn't even matter if it's tofu or not. It really just it's the seasonings that are used. So, I think tofu could taste great. It depends on how you cook it. Um, Anything else? I'm trying to think. Um, as long like it depends on how strict you are too. Um, I mean, I've had certain plates that I didn't know there was meat in it, even though after a while you can pick it up like that. Like if there's like little bits of bacon or anything in anything I eat, any type of meat, I can pick it up as soon as it's in my mouth. Like if I'm chewing and I taste it, I can taste it, even the littlest bit. Like your mouth and your stomach can get so sensitive, and I don't know if it's anyone else, but me, since I stopped eating it, the smell of like cooking meat, actual meat, like bacon and stuff like that, it makes me nauseous. Like I be wanting to throw up. I didn't expect that, because I used to love bacon, especially like turkey bacon and stuff. But it has to be like pork bacon, shellfish, um, eggs, like smells like that. It can really turn my stomach. Even like French toast, if the egg's not cooked all the way, because I don't eat eggs anymore. Um, I can get sick, like heaving, wanting to throw up, everything in my stomach sick. So really, when you change your diet, it really does change your life, honestly. So just everyone who's watching this video, if you're planning on becoming a vegetarian or vegan or anything, if you're changing your diet at all, you really gotta do your research and look up the repercussions involved when you do things like this, because your life really will change. Short, little but surely, it will change a lot. Don't have any advice on being a vegan because I'm not a vegan. I think being a vegan is really, really hard, especially with how we eat in America. Like, you really have to be on top of your game with your research about your food, how you cook, what you cook, where you eat, everything. It's way, 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 way more complicated, in my opinion, being a vegan. So I don't even personally think I could be a vegan. I don't know if I'm gonna be a vegetarian all my life. I don't see me changing though because my stomach has just changed so much and my taste buds have changed so much. But I don't really regret it. I have my reasons for doing it, and no, it's not that typical. Oh, save the animals, don't kill babies, cows, and all that. It's not like that. I mean, all for that. I don't want animals to die. You know what I mean? Like, that's a great cause, but that's not why I did it personally. Um, Again, everyone's story is different. So I just hope that this video helped, opened up minds for people who just want to jump into it. You really shouldn't jump into it like that. You really should do your research because, um, it's like, I don't know if you saw that. The lights just it's raining outside. But sorry, off topic. But yeah, you guys really should look into it before you do it. In my opinion, like, that's just my advice to you guys. But I don't regret being a vegetarian at all. I think anyone who wants to do it, it's great. It's a great lifestyle in my opinion. I don't know, it makes me feel good. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day, and I hope that helped you out. I'm gonna continue my vlog as long as I can. As long as I'm gonna try to do it every Tuesday or every other Tuesday as often as I can, and I'm gonna try to do as many topics as I can. So if anyone has any ideas or any suggestions or they want any videos, just comment, send me a message or anything, and I'll try to do the best I can to keep up. Thanks, guys.